Hello everybody and thanks for joining me. This is Sierra from Sierra T Designs and today I have for you this really fun happy birthday card. So let's jump right in. So to start I am going to use a piece of navy cardstock and I have this cut down to be 1/8 of an inch smaller than my A2 sized card base. And I have it in my Misti here because I am going to stamp out the floral image from the Simon Says Stamp Look for the Rainbows stamp set, and you're going to see me here right there. So I am going to white heat emboss this because I really want to use pencil crayons. Now, where I grew up, they are known as pencil crayons. I've recently been informed by a friend of mine that they're actually called colored pencils where some people live, but I'm going to refer to them as pencil crayons because that's what I grew up with them as. So yeah, pencil crayons, colored pencils, same thing for me, but that's what I'm going to use to color these images. So I did line this up in my Misti, and I knew that it was going to be 2 squares in, or 2 rows in from the side there, and I knew that when I lined this up, because I want it to be even on both sides. So I lined it up, and I stamped it down in my Versamark ink, and I used my anti-static powder, and now I'm going to bring in some Alabaster White from Brutus Monroe embossing powder, and you are going to see that I'm going to have some that's going to be in places it doesn't need to be. So I am going to also bring in a flat paintbrush and kind of clean it up a little bit so that it's not stuck everywhere where it doesn't need to be, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to clean that up. So while I clean that up, I'm going to tell you guys that this is actually my birthday. Today's my birthday, and I am hosting this hop for Team Tiny. If you guys don't know what Team Tiny is, it's a group of at the moment it's all ladies, but it's a group of crafters that all have YouTube channels, and we just kind of get together, and once or twice a month we'll do a hop. And I opted to host this one as it will be my final hop with Team Tiny because I have hit 1,000 subscribers and I will no longer be a part of the team. Because once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you actually graduate out of the team and you move on to other things. So this is my last hop in Team Tiny, and I really wanted to go out with my birthday. So today is my birthday. That's why we're doing birthday cards in this Team Tiny hop, and the hashtag is Team Tiny Birthday Hop. And if you want to check out all the other videos, I really encourage you to. There's a lot of amazingly creative people in this group, and it would just be awesome to have your support if you go through and watch everybody's videos. If you click on the hashtag, it will be the first link in the description below, and you can click on that hashtag and you'll see all the other talented people in this group. I also have a giveaway, but I'm going to tell you about that a little bit further in the video here. So I did heat set my embossing powder once I had cleaned up all the kind of extra bits, and I'm also going to stamp a sentiment. Now this sentiment is from Simon Says Stamp Sketched Flowers stamp set, and I have everything that I've used listed and linked down below, so if you ever are curious what I'm using, everything's always linked, and if you ever have any questions, please leave them for me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Just leave them in the comments. I read and I respond to every comment that's left on my videos, so feel free to reach out and ask me questions or comments or whatever you feel like doing. Any of that, I always read them and I always respond, so please don't be shy if you'd like to answer or like to talk to me. So I did stamp out the sentiment with this same Versamark ink, and I used the same Alabaster White embossing powder. It's my favorite embossing powder for detailed images. There are of course other embossing powders you could use. This is just my preference. And then I am going to heat set it until it's smooth and melted, and then I believe we're going to move on to the coloring. So yeah, I love how pencil crayons look on a dark cardstock. So I opted for this navy cardstock. Now I am using Prismacolor Premier pencil crayons, or crayon colored pencils, however you want to call it. And for me, when I use them on a dark colored cardstock, I always do a wash of white underneath. That's kind of my base. And I find, and you'll see as we color, that it really makes the colors pop. Because it's just creating a base of white, and then once you put the colors on top, they still blend beautifully, probably because they have a base of white, and then they just blend stunningly and they look lovely on this, and they just pop so brightly on this dark cardstock. So you of course could do this on a light cardstock and then you just wouldn't need the white base, but when I do dark cardstocks, I always add a layer of the white pencil crayon first. So I'll tell you what colors I'm using, but you could of course use any colors that you have. I'm not sure if this would work with an oil-based pencil crayon. These are of course wax-based. And some of the other pencil crayons you can get are oil-based. I don't own any of those. I only have the wax-based ones, which are these ones. So I'm not sure exactly how they would work. I think you have to blend them out with a blending stub and some solution. Whereas for this, I actually have a waxed-based blending pencil. So I can use that, and you'll see here, right here, I'm using it to kind of blend the colors a little bit better between. You don't have to have it, it's a little bit extra, but I like what it does, so I do use it. So the colors I'm using are white. I also have the blender pencil. I have lilac, dahlia purple, true green, grass green, canary yellow, yellow ochre, non-photo blue, and peacock blue. And those are the colors I'm using. So I am going to have 2 of the florals colored in the purples, the other 2 florals colored in the blues, and then all of the leaves will be greens. And then the center of my 2 flowers will be the 2 yellows. So I did the exact same on the other side for coloring. I didn't change it at all. It's mirrored, so I kind of just did the exact same coloring, but I'm only going to show you the one set of coloring, the one that I'm doing right here, just so you can see it as it happens. I know a lot of people have reached out to me and said that they really enjoy how the coloring turns out, so I really wanted to just keep it in the video so you could see it. And pencil crayon's not something I often use on my channel. I generally lean more towards Copics, but I kind of wanted to do something a bit different and a bit special for my birthday, so this is what I came up with, and I had to share it with you guys on this navy cardstock. So a little bit more about the giveaway. So I am doing a giveaway on my channel. It is only on my channel. I do believe, though, that there is another giveaway throughout the hop. So listen to the ladies' videos for instructions on what they would like you to do. But for my hop personally, I would like for you to leave a comment on this video. Please be subscribed to my channel. I do check. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you can't enter the giveaway. That's one of the rules to that. But be subscribed to my channel. Leave me a comment down below about what your favorite technique is. I'm just curious what everybody really likes to do. Personally, my favorite technique is actually blending, which if you've been to my channel for a little while, you'll see that I have a lot of Distress Oxide ink blended cards on my channel because it's by far one of my favorite mediums to work with. I love the oxide inks. They're smooth. Like, it's just amazing the kind of blends that you can get with them and the color variations that you end up with. But so my favorite technique is definitely would have to be blending. So I would love to know what your favorite technique is. And the prize is it's going to be a stamp and a die set from Simon Says Stamp. Sadly, I'm actually out of town at the moment. We've had some family emergency, and so I'm 12 hours from my house. So I cannot show you a clip of the stamp set and die, but it is a stamp and die matching set from Simon Says Stamp that will be mailed to you. Anybody can enter. Does not matter where you live. As you guys know, if you've been with me for a minute, that I'm actually in Canada. I'm Canadian, so I don't generally close the where people are from, or it doesn't matter to me. I'll pay the shipping, and we'll do a week. So today is October 8th, so you have until, let me double check my calendar, because it would be bad if I gave you the wrong dates. Okay, so today is the October 8th. I'd like you to be entered in by the 14th at midnight Pacific Standard Time, which is my time zone. So that would be when I would prefer you guys are entered. It will close after that, and we will do the draw, probably during the 15th, the day of the 15th of October 2020. So yeah, so if you guys want to enter in for that, that would be amazing. And yeah, so let's keep going with the cards. So I did use my Nuvo Deluxe glue, and as you can tell, this is a new bottle because I'm not struggling to get the glue out, which if you've again been with me for a minute, you know that I struggle with the glue for some reason. And I am using an A2 sized card base, and I'm going to have just a small white border around it. I just like how the borders look. I tend to put borders around everything that I use, I make. That's just how I kind of roll, but you, of course, don't have to do this. You could have made it the full panel, but I chose to have a little border just to add a little extra white around it. And I kind of think it looks really good with the white embossing. I kind of think it kind of pulls that forward a little bit so it's not lost in all that color. And I did use a few gems here. I have the Studio Katia crystal gems as well as the Studio Katia embellishment wand. I really like how it works. I've found that it's just amazing at picking up and putting back down gems, so it's my preferred, but of course any of them would work. And I also have I believe that's the Wink of Stella. Pretty sure that's the Wink of Stella glitter, the clear glitter brush pen. So you're going to see that I am going to wipe it off a little bit on my glass mat. That's because it does have a tendency to pick up the purple a little bit. Now, because I'm mostly putting the shimmer in the purple flowers, it doesn't matter as much if I move the pigment around, but if you were going to move it to different areas, that would of course matter, because then you're laying purple into different flowers or different images that you've colored. So you will see me on occasion just kind of wipe it off on my glass mat just to keep the color transfer down a little bit. And I am going to show you the glitter, but it's pretty hard to tell in the video here, but it's so bright, but sadly you can't really see it. I think you get a little bit of it there, but not quite as much as it is in person. It's quite stunning in person. So yeah, that is the card I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video and you enjoy what I'm making, please subscribe, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and that would be amazing. Don't forget about that giveaway. Make sure you enter, and go and check out all the other ladies in the Team Tiny Hop. That would be so amazing. We appreciate you guys so much. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.